know, get the haircut and stuff, you know. That's enough about the haircut. Let's cue the intro. We're gonna get into it and get it started. This is what this video is about. This is a new pickup. So if you saw in my last video, I was contemplating on what I needed to get. Let's go ahead and zoom out. I know y'all like seeing my whole cluttered ass room, so we'll just put that right there. In the last video you guys saw, I pretty much was having, I didn't know what to get. I didn't know if I wanted to get the Canon G7X or if I wanted to get the Sony RX 100 Mark V. I was gonna vlog me going into the camera store today, but I had my daughter. I wouldn't be able to like keep hold of her, a raging 2-year-old running around. It just wasn't working. I have a pickup, a new pickup. I made a choice. I would like to share it with you. It was so funny. Story time. So it was so funny that being in the store with my daughter, I could not make a decision. So my daughter literally, my daughter literally was like, camera, she kept pointing at cameras. I'm like, what camera are you pointing at? She's like, camera. And I'm like, Brooklyn, what camera are you pointing to? So I had the guy bring out both the cameras, right? Not Dylan. I said, Brooklyn, why don't you just pick the camera for me? You know what I'm saying? Like, pick the camera for me. Then we'll work out the financing stuff. I ended up financing it, making little small payments on it. Helps my credit, at least. What ended up happening was she made the choice. The guy had both cameras in the hand. Like, he had G7X in one hand, Sony RX 100 Mark V other hand. He was like, pick the camera. She was like, I want this one. And we were like, which one are you pointing at? So I was like, you have to point to it, Brooklyn. And so she was like, I want this one. And I'm like, what? So she made the choice, and so I ended up going along with her choice. So this is the one that I decided to go with. Here is the choice that my daughter has made for me. As you can see, I have my Nike bag. Put in the bag. I actually got this in a bundle package, so we're gonna go through everything that I got. And this is what she picked. You ready? Are you ready? I'm gonna put this in this hand right here, and I'm gonna jump cut into this. Okay. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Canon G7X. So you can tell, you can see how much it costs. If you looked at my last video, you know how much it costs. I thought so hard about which camera or what to go to. Shout out to the guy at ProCam. They really helped me out a lot. Every time I go there to make a purchase on anything camera wise, they treat everybody nice there, I'm gonna put their website in the description below. They're pretty cool. Let's go over the reasons why I picked the camera, okay? So, for one, obviously the price. I mainly went with Canon because I am used to the Canon system. And if you notice in my other video, I explained that. I said I'm used to the Canon system. The Canon system, I'm used to knowing how to work the Canon. The Canon is very, from the looks of it, a little like friendly based with everything, and then Sony is like, no, you need to do this, and that. It's not touchscreen. I like touchscreen where I can sit here and hit on the dials on the screen if I want to or whatnot. But my thing is, the only thing that bothers me with vlogging is I can't carry this camera around a lot. I have a messed up rotator cuff, and I like to carry my camera with my right hand, so I can't be holding this camera for a long period of time. I love this camera. This camera, I love this DSLR camera so much. Like, I really like it. I'm still going to take pictures with it. This will still be my photography picture when I start getting deep into photography. I'm going to be using this camera. I'm going to use this camera for like a while, and I just update my glass You know, because right now I have, this is the lens that I'm using right now, and this is a 10-18, and it's a 1.4, 5.6, and I have a 50mm, and then I have a 18-135. Sooner or later, when I start getting into photography, I'm going to want to update my glass. So the Canon T5i is not going to go anywhere. This is going to be the stationary camera that I use for, you know, for stuff like this. Another thing is the reason why that I decided to go with the G7X Mark II is because I'm not ready to shoot in 4K. I'm not equipped to shoot in 4K, if you know what I mean. If I decide to shoot in 4K, I would have to update like my hard drives. All the files on there would be hard drives. Like right now, I'm going with, I have a 32 gigabyte, I have a 32 gigabyte card, I have a 16 gigabyte card, I got two 64 gigabyte cards, and right now they work fine. I know if I shoot in 4K that I know that it's going to cause me to have to buy bigger hard drives, and then when I'm having to export the media to places, it's going to cause a lot. I'm at to like literally buy another external hard drive just for that purpose, just for 4K videos. I have a ton of external hard drives, okay? And I'm gonna make a video about, you know, using external hard drives and what you should use them for and how you should use them. I'm gonna make a video about that and covering that. There's gonna be some IT stuff that I can show you guys, like pretty much what I do, like how I back up files, okay? So be on the lookout for that. Another thing is, yeah, besides 4K, I'm just not ready for the Sony thing. I'm just not. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna rock with Canon, you know, until I see when it's time for me to upgrade to Sony. Like, if I knew that if I would upgrade the Sony, I knew that I was gonna want to replace this camera, and I don't want to go back to stage one again where I gotta replace. You know, I would want everything to be. Oh, I got a Sony point and shoot. I need a Sony camera. I need a Sony DSLR. The guy did make some suggestions if I would have went with the Sony. He tried to get me to buy the Sony A7, I think it was like the 6500, I think, and it looked pretty dope, but it didn't have that screen that comes out where I can see myself on screen like the Canon. I think it came down, but it would have been in the way of the Joby Gorilla Pod, and I wouldn't like that at all. Other than that, man, let's unbox it. I want to get this thing unboxed, and yeah, let's get this unboxed. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this up. Use my fiance's blades that she always keeps. I don't know why she has these, but I got these in my room, so she won't try to cut my ass. Let's go ahead and open it up. Happy. I like new pickups. They make me happy. I won't need this actually because it doesn't need that. Let's see what's included in this. Oh yeah, I did buy. They gave me this for free. They gave me this, and I'm getting another battery too. So I got an extra battery. You always want to at least have 2 batteries. I've learned that. So it's always good to have 2 batteries, that extra battery. You want to have more batteries than that. I'm learning. I once had 3 when I had my T3i, but then I got rid of it, and so I, being nice, gave the battery with it. Didn't want to do that. Did that. I have a 64 gigabyte memory card, so this will hold me over for a little bit because I've been doing good with the 64 megabyte memory card that I have now. So it's like I really don't need more space per se, because only time that I've ran out of space is when I was in Texas, and I kept running out of space, so I kept dumping stuff on the jump drive that I had, and then that started to fill up. So that's why I had to cut my filming short a little bit. Probably when I go on trips, I will invest in another one, like a 256. That's the max that they have right now. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that down the road the next time that I'm going to be traveling. Let's go ahead and get this thing opened up and we can see what's in here. Get a book. Get a book. More paper. This is a camera. More paper. Battery. Lanyard. Charger. Now, I've been watching Casey Neistat videos, and he says to mark your stuff out. Man, this mug is really nice. Let's cut it on. Let's see if the battery has enough juice for me to do some tests. So I'm gonna cut it on. So as you can see, like, I'm gonna have to get a screen protector for that because of how exposed it is. As you can see on the side, on the right, like this is the right from me. So on the right side, it has a HDMI slot, a mini HDMI slot. Then it has the mini USB on the right side. It also has a wireless button that I guess I can transfer stuff to my computer or the CS100 thing below. We're gonna get into that further down the road. On the left, it has another Wi-Fi button that that we can go into, and then it has basic, you know, the basic the menus that right there and everything. Now, people were saying that I would have to get the fur ball, the little furry things on here for the microphone, so when I'm out and about, I don't have to worry about like the wind. What I'm gonna do is, I saw a trick that someone did. Someone literally took pieces from someone's teddy bear and then they made it themselves. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that route. I'll go that route and do it that way because I feel like, hey, why not? Then you get the lanyard. It's pretty, you pretty much get the basic essentials. Now what I do want to get down the road is a mini case for this, so I'm going to be looking into buying a case. The screen does rotate, by the way, and I'm so careful with my stuff, man. Like, you just don't know, like, stuff that I buy, I even when someone buy it for me, I'm like very careful with. I'm like, I don't want to break it. I don't want to break it. I don't want to break it. and then it rolls down like that. So if I'm hovering over something like that, I can literally see. Let's cut it on for like the 5th time, and let's see what it do. See if we got enough juice power to actually do something. Bring a low light, and oh, it's dope. Yeah. So we walking through. So I noticed that it brightens up because this room is really dark right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm walking through the kitchen. This is real light right now. Let's go outside and see how it holds up. I want to see how it holds up. We go outside. My battery is about to die, so I want to see how it holds up. All right. So I'm outside. Okay. That's kind of good or whatnot. This is actually pretty good for what it does. My T5i couldn't do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, okay, so it has a button that I can press, I think, and it lets me, I guess it brightens me up a little bit, but I'm not going to be really using this outside like really like that at night. But this is good. It feels lighter or whatnot, and you can pretty much hear, I don't know what you guys can hear, but I'll hear, most definitely hear all the sounds in post or whatnot. So this time we're going to take the T5i outside, same walk, same everything, and we're gonna see what it do. All right, so as you can see, this doesn't adjust in low light at all. It just doesn't. So, and I'm looking for my spare battery. My battery is missing. It was on my charger, but it's missing, and that's the worst thing ever, to lose your extra battery, because now you're stuck with one battery. You gotta keep charging it and whatever. So look, so this is outside. If I want to stream, you know, record outside, I can't because of that. So let's go back inside. Alright, so now that you see how both cameras can do in low light and how they adjust, you know, this one, this one is set, I have my settings set at manual, and this one was set on audio. I like the build of this camera. I think I made the right choice of picking this. This camera is going to be good for me when I'm doing my, especially when I'm at work. It'll be good because this can be more, not seen a little bit versus having this with the big old fluff, microphone or whatnot. The only thing about that is it doesn't have a microphone. RX100 Mark V didn't have it either, so it's no biggie. Not losing any sleep over here over that. And I like the build of the camera. Like it's really cool. So I expect to see, you might see some vlogs in that a couple times, just so I can test it to see exactly how, how you can get down. Like this thing is for this thing to be so small, it packs a punch, man. This little thing packs a really good punch. So I'll have to just go ahead and mess with the settings or whatnot and see what I can do. Thanks for watching this video. If you like what you saw, make sure you hit that like button. If you're a subscriber, make sure you got the post notifications. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get better with my content, as you can see, posting tech reviews or anything. About 6 months later, I'm going to do a review on this to give you my 6-month review thoughts on using this camera, and I will for sure let you guys know, like, if it's D-Dog approved. So other than that, man, I'm going to let you guys go, and make sure you smash that like button again, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit them post notifications so I can get all of the notifications to your YouTube, so when I post up, you guys will see, like, hey, my man D-Dog post something, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, so other than that, man, thanks for watching again. You guys stay up and stay safe. Peace.